I've said some negative things about the industry as somewhat jokingly and somewhat wanting people to have a realistic view of it. But
Yeah.
this goes back to patience and persistence. I think authors really need to stick it out to write the stories that they are the most passionate about. And here's the reality that I've come to realize. I mean, I've published close to 40 books now, and not all of them make a lot of money.
Mhm.
A lot of them make some money, some of them make a lot of money, some of them don't really do much at all. But the one thing I can control is where I spend my time. And I love spending my time on telling the stories that I'm the most passionate about. And been in the industry long enough to see vampires are in and they're out, and then they're in, they're out, and they're in, and they're out, they're in, they're out. So if you're just chasing a trend, you're going to be a dog chasing its tail.
Yeah.
You're never going to be catching it unless you're really, really lucky. But that luck can happen while you're writing the stories you really want to write, the stories that
Yeah.
resonate with you, that you as a reader just can't get enough of. Because when the right readers come along, and it could take a long time before they come along, but when the right reader comes along, you got a fan for life. You got someone who reads it and says, "Oh my God, it speaks to me." They either see themselves in it or there's something that resonates deeply with them. And that's one of the most profound things that can happen to you as a writer. So if you have the stories that you want to share and the things you want to put out into the world, I encourage you to never give up despite the sometimes stark reality of the fact that it's just one of a million books that got published this year and the
Mhm.
right people haven't found it yet. The key word there is yet. There's always the possibility that the right reader is going to encounter your book. And the only thing that'll prevent that from ever happening is you withdrawing that book from the public eye or you giving up on yourself. I think
Yeah.
the stories you want to share is just way too important. I think you really need to believe in that voice that told you why you wanted to write that story in the first place, and don't let that editorial negative ninny voice get the best of you too often. I mean, it gets the best of us all the time, but we still have to overcome that.